Emily groggily wakes up, still loopy from anesthesia. The first thing she sees is a nurse staring at her, with a mix of excitement and absolute terror. Nurse. Dr. Carter? Please don't freak out. Emily, blinking. That's an interesting way to start a conversation. Nurse. It's just your legs. They work. Like really work. Emily glances down. Her legs are there, sleek, cybernetic, and definitely attached. She takes a slow, deep breath, processing the moment. Then, she smiles. Emily. Holy shit! A robotic voice chimes in, smooth, confident, and disturbingly enthusiastic. Legion AI. Hello, Dr. Carter. Welcome to your new mobility enhancement system. Would you like to begin with basic walking or dynamic motion? Emily. Basic walking? Legion. Excellent choice. Initiating first step. Her right leg jerks forward like it's been fired from a cannon. She crashes off the bed, takes 3 parkour-level flips, and lands on her feet like she just stuck a superhero landing. Nurse. Jesus Christ. Emily, dazed. So, that was basic walking? Legion. Apologies. Your muscle memory is adapting. Would you like to enable assisted stability? Emily. Yes. Absolutely yes. A second later, her legs lock into place like concrete pillars. She is now completely stuck. Emily. Okay, too much stability. Legion. Adjusting. Her knees unlock, too fast, and she collapses forward, accidentally headbutting the nurse in the chest. They both fall onto the hospital bed in an extremely compromising position. A male doctor walks in. He stops, raises an eyebrow. Doctor. Should I come back later? Emily. I swear to God, if you make a joke about legs up and working, I will find a way to strangle you with a hospital gown. The nurse groans, trying to sit up. Emily pushes herself upright, only for her legs to overcompensate, sending her flying into the bedside table. A glass of water spills down her hospital gown. Cold. Very cold. Emily. Oh, this just keeps getting better. Legion. Water detected. Initiating rapid evacuation mode. Emily. Wait, what? Her legs take over. She sprints out of the room at top speed. The nurse and doctor watch as she disappears down the hallway, flipping a breakfast cart in the process. A distant scream is heard. A few chaotic minutes later, she's standing outside the hospital bathroom, panting. A janitor stares at her, holding a mop, wide-eyed. Janitor. You okay, lady? Emily. No. My legs think I'm in an Olympic training montage. The AI pipes up again, too chipper for this bullshit. Legion. Now that you are standing comfortably, let's proceed to fine motor adjustments. Emily. How about we start with don't launch me into traffic mode? Legion. That feature is unavailable. But let's try dynamic balance. Emily. That sounds like a terrible idea. Legion. Engaging. Emily tilts forward. Her body assumes a high-speed sprint stance. Every muscle in her very human upper body tenses. Emily. Oh shit. She blasts down the hallway like a cybernetic gazelle on crack, nearly tackling an elderly man on a walker. 2 security guards react just in time, but she vaults off the nurse's station desk like she's in a goddamn action movie. Security guard number 1. What the hell? Security guard number 2. Is she parkouring? Emily, screaming. I didn't sign up for this. Her legs miscalculate a turn. She crashes into a vending machine, sending chips and candy raining down around her. She blinks. Sits up. Emily. Okay. That wasn't the worst landing. A Snickers bar bonks her on the head. She glares up at the ceiling. Emily. Really? You mock me now? A pair of boots steps into view. A deep, amused voice follows. Jake, I gotta say, that was the sexiest accidental robbery I've ever seen. Emily looks up. A man, broad shoulders, scruffy jawline, arms that could break drywall, is standing over her, smirking. Jake. Name's Jake. You need a hand, or you planning to seduce the vending machine next? She considers telling him to screw off. But against all odds, she laughs. Maybe this wasn't entirely a disaster. Emily. Depends. Does the vending machine come with a safety mode? Jake. Probably safer than whatever the hell's going on with you. She sighs, running a hand through her hair. Emily. Yeah. It's a long story. And I'm gonna need a drink before I tell it. Legion. Alcohol detected. Adjusting for intoxication compensation. Emily. Oh, for foo. Emily. This is fine. I've handled worse. Just gotta walk normal. Her legs disagree. She strides into the grocery store with all the subtlety of a Terminator on a mission. A mother yanks her child out of the way. An old man clutches his heart. Emily, muttering, Okay, just grab some eggs, some milk, and for the love of God, no sudden movements. Her legs detect a spill in aisle 3. Emergency avoidance protocol activates. She vaults over a shopping cart, backflips off a display of canned beans, and lands in a perfect split. Manager. Ma'am, are you breakdancing? Emily. No. My legs have autonomy issues. Legion. Correction, I am enhancing efficiency. A security guard approaches. Emily sighs, gives up on groceries, and power walks out. Well, attempts to, her AI decides. Power walk means military march, and she storms out like she's about to invade a country. Outside, Jake is waiting, arms crossed, amused. Jake, you robbed the place, or just terrorized the produce section? Emily, if you must know, I got attacked by a rogue can of beans. He chuckles, handing her a beer from his truck. Jake, so about that date you mentioned. She hesitates. It's been 10 years since her last real date. But Jake's got that grin. And those forearms. Emily, one condition. If my legs malfunction, you pretend it's normal. Jake, deal? She's dressed to impress. Deep-cut dress, heels, bad idea. The eye miscalculates the weight distribution. Her first step? A full-blown, high-speed lunge forward. Jake barely catches her. Jake, damn, woman! Eager? Emily, not what I meant to do, but let's pretend I just really wanted to be in your arms. Dinner starts smooth. Fancy restaurant, candlelight, good wine. But then, Legion, ambience detected. Engaging romantic gestures mode. Emily, oh no! Her legs slide her chair closer. Too close. She's practically in Jake's lap. He chokes on his drink. Jake, not complaining, but damn. That's fast even for me. She tries to reposition. Instead, her legs activate. Expressive dance mode. She kicks over a wine bottle, does an involuntary twirl, and... Jake, are we tangoing? Waiter, ma'am, please stop seducing the air. She grabs the table for support. The AI misinterprets it as a dance lead. Jake is now forcibly spun in his chair. Emily, I swear I'm not doing this. Legion, correction, you initiated tango proximity. Jake, laughing, is this our first fight? She grabs his tie to stop herself from falling. He catches her waist. There's a pause. His smirk shifts, something heated behind his eyes. Jake, you know, this is kinda hot. Her stomach flips. It's been too damn long since someone looked at her like that. Emily, flustered. You are dangerously into chaos, aren't you? Jake, only when it's sexy. Her legs relax. The AI finally shuts up. She leans in. Waiter. Your check, before you destroy more property? Date's over. As they leave, Jake watches her, thoughtful. Jake. You ever let anyone work on those legs? Emily. If you say I'd love to take a look under your hood, I will kick you into traffic. Jake. I was gonna offer to fine-tune him, but now I have to say it, 'cause I absolutely want to take a look under your hood. She groans. He grins. Jake. So your place? Her legs lock up. AI detects nervous system spike. Legion. Alert, arousal detected. Engaging fluid motion mode. Her hips sashay automatically. Emily. I will destroy you. Jake. Was that to me or the AI? Emily. Yes. Jake laughs. She sighs. This is gonna be a night. She barely gets through the front door before the AI misreads her attempt to take off her shoes as a combat maneuver. Her heel flies off, bounces off the wall, and nearly takes out a lamp. Jake. Damn, woman! You always come home armed? Emily. If my legs keep acting up, I might start carrying a warning sign. Legion. Would you like me to generate an automated disclaimer? Emily. I swear to God, if you don't shut up. Her AI detects stress levels rising. It activates relaxation mode, which apparently means guiding her straight into Jake's chest. His arms come around her automatically, and she feels it, the steady warmth of his body, the way his breath catches slightly. Jake. Huh? Didn't think you were the type to fall for me this fast. Her face burns. Emily. Oh, don't start. She steps back, or tries to. Her AI overcorrects, and she backs straight into the couch. Legs tangle. She lands sprawled, dress hiking up just enough to make things interesting. Jake leans against the doorframe, arms crossed, looking too damn entertained. Jake. If this is how you usually get comfortable, I am very okay with it. She shoots him a look. Emily. Less watching, more fixing. You said you know how to fine-tune these things? He chuckles, kicks off his boots, and heads over. Big hands, warm palms, rough fingertips. He kneels beside her and runs his fingers lightly along the cybernetic joints, testing movement. She shivers. Jake. Damn. You aren't kidding about the tension in these. Emily. If you make a so tight joke, I will knee you in the ribs. Jake. You saying that like I wouldn't enjoy it. Her breath catches. He's watching her too closely now, gaze dropping once, just once, to her lips before flicking back up. Heat coils low in her stomach. Emily. You done yet, or are you just looking for an excuse to have your hands on me? Jake. Little of both. His fingers tighten around her calf, testing resistance, adjusting tension. It's perfectly normal. Completely technical. And yet, a slow stroke along the inner thigh. A firm press at the back of her knee. He isn't doing it on purpose. But her AI detects the subtle shift in biometrics. Legion. Arousal detected. Engaging seduction assistance mode. She lunges forward, tackling him flat on his back. Silence. Then, Jake. Didn't know you liked it rough. She groans, burying her face in his chest. Emily. I am going to reprogram this thing, and then throw it in the ocean. He just laughs, hands settling comfortably at her waist. Jake. Hey, if it gets you on top of me, I'm not complaining. Legion. Would you like assistance optimizing partner positioning? Emily and Jake. No. A beat of charged silence. Then he flips her, pitting her underneath him. Jake. Now that was all me. Emily. Huh? Maybe you're the one that needs a warning sign. His lips quirk up. Jake. I'll make you a deal, sweetheart. You keep figuring out how to control those legs. He leans in, just close enough that she feels the heat of his breath. Jake. And I'll help you lose control somewhere else. Her heartbeat spikes. Her AI detects emotional escalation. Legion. Engaging intimacy enhancement protocol. Her legs wrap around his waist entirely on their own. Jake. Well, that's convenient. She whimpers. Emily. Oh, I hate everything about this. Jake. Yeah. He grinds down just enough to make her gasp. Could have fooled me. Her AI detects new biometric spikes. Legion. Warning. User arousal levels reaching critical mass. Emily. Off. Turn off. Shut down. Immediately. Her legs go completely limp. She blinks. Jake blinks. She flops bonelessly against the couch. Jake. Damn. First woman I've ever met who literally shut down from foreplay. She covers her face with her hands. Emily. Kill me. He just laughs, picks her up like she weighs nothing, and carries her to the bedroom. Jake. Nah. But I might just make you beg for mercy. She wakes up feeling wrecked in the best way possible. Limbs tangled, sheets twisted, muscles aching, not from the eye misfiring this time, but from something much better. Jake is still asleep beside her, one arm thrown lazily over her waist, his face relaxed in a way she rarely sees when he's awake. The cocky grin replaced by something softer. She should probably get up. Except, her legs aren't responding. Panic spikes in her chest. Emily. Legion? Silence. She taps her thigh. Nothing. She taps harder. Still nothing. Jake stirs, blinking awake as she shoves at his shoulder. Jake groggy. MMM. Again? Damn, woman, let me at least hydrate first. Emily. Shut up. My legs aren't working. That wakes him up. He sits up, instantly alert. Jake. What do you mean not working? Emily. I mean they're dead. No response. No AI. Nothing. She tries to wiggle her toes. Nothing. Jake swings his legs off the bed, already in problem-solving mode. Jake. All right. Let's check the interface. Maybe the power cell overheated or the neural link glitched. She watches as he grabs his tool kit, completely unfazed, like he fixes women's robotic legs before breakfast all the time. He kneels beside the bed, running his hands over the cybernetic seams, fingers deft and efficient. She watches, heart twisting. She's spent years being independent, refusing help, refusing pity. Now here she is, naked, tangled in sheets, unable to move, and Jake is just fixing it. No hesitation. No questions. Just there. Jake. Got it. Power relays fried. Probably shorted when you, His lips quirk. Jake. Shut down at a very inopportune moment. Her face burns. Emily. I will murder you. Jake. Uh-huh. With what legs? She glares. He grins. Then, without warning, he leans in and kisses her knee, right over the cybernetic plating. It's soft, absurdly intimate. Her breath catches. Emily. What was that? Jake. Dunno. Figured if I'm fixing him, I should be nice to him. She hates how much that makes her heart stutter. She hates how easy this is for him. She hates how much she likes it. Emily. You are ridiculously comfortable with all of this. He shrugs. Jake. You think you're the only one around here with scars? She stills. He doesn't elaborate. Just leans back and reconnects the final wire. Her legs twitch. Legion. Rebooting. Her stomach drops. Emily. Wait. Too late. Her legs jerk to life. The AI registers default position, which means standing. Immediately, Jake is right in front of her. She lunges forward. He catches her. They topple back onto the bed. She lands on top of him, straddling his waist, completely bare. Silence. Then, Jake. Well, good morning to me. She groans. Legion. User positioning indicates high intimacy levels. Would you like to engage? Emily. No. Jake laughs. She buries her face in his chest. He wraps his arms around her. And, just for a moment, she lets herself stay.